The club season is officially over, which means the college season is starting back up. What better way to start the season than with some D1 men's power rankings? I'll preface this first. This video is for the sickos who want college Frisbee content this early into the season. Jump on the train of Frisbee sickos and let's go over my top 25 way too early power rankings for the 2026 college season. Before we start, I made this list with a lot of gut reactions. I didn't look back at last year's results much, just what I recall from last year, and a lot of gut instinct. At this point of the season, we do not have all of the rosters yet, so I am unaware if some players are returning for their teams for a fifth year or not. These rankings are pretty flexible, as it is only November, but if there is a team that is too high or too low, let me know and who it is and why. Please enlighten me on teams or players I should be aware of for the 2026 season and beyond. With all of that being said, let's give one honorable mention before we start the list. The one honorable mention are the Davenport Panthers. They're the only team here because I am not certain if they're going to play as a D1 or D3 team. If they're D1, they would probably be on this list in the 18 to 25 range. If they're D3, they can grow a pair and play D1. That's what we want to see. Coming in at 25, I have Georgia. To be honest, I was able to find 24 teams I liked, making this 25th spot being wide open. I give it to Georgia as they have Scotty Whitley, a strong program / coaches, and over 40,000 people to pick from. You would assume a few of them are good at Frisbee. Victoria Vikes come in at number 24. I will preface this by saying that I have less ball knowledge on the West Coast teams, especially once we get past the upper echelon teams. With that, I do not have a lot of notes on Victoria. I just know they were solid last year and lost in the game to go at regionals. I do not know many players on this roster at the moment, but I hope to learn more about this team during the season. Number 23 is the UNC Wilmington Seamen. If any year is the year for Wilmington, this is the year. This should be Christian Bellis and Stuart Kelly's senior year, both of whom are playing big roles on club nationals teams in 2025. Ryan Manuel is another great player, giving them a trio to work with. They will need to claim a strength bid for the Atlantic Coast, as I do not see this team outright winning the region. Only Diego was still playing for them. Utah Valley is in at 22. They have a fun young trio of guys I like in the Pugh brothers, Kimball and Sammy, and Porter Staub. This season is shaping up to be another one dominated by the West Coast. Hopefully we get to see a few stream tournaments for teams in this range to get everyone, including myself, on board with what is happening in that part of the country. At 21, I have Washington University Contra. WashU has come onto the map in recent years, making nationals in 2024 and 2025 for just the second and third time in program history. I fear that the team was senior heavy, making them hard to rank. Now, if this team has a lot of their starters returning, I will gladly push them up higher, but I don't believe that is the case. Someone please let me know if I am wrong here. 2024 champion Brownie in Motion comes in at number 20. Brown had a down year last year after losing Jock Nissen, Leo Gordon, and Cal Nightingale. Despite losing their dominator trio, Brown still performed fairly well, just missing out on nationals. With Jake Smart at the helm and the youth on this team, I could see Brown claiming an extra strength bid for the New England region and going back to nationals. The Washington Sun Dodgers take my number 19 spot. This team had a rough regionals, losing 3 straight games late in the tournament, losing their bid to nationals. Despite that, Carter Bayer is a really solid player, and the Seattle area is bound to have solid Frisbee talent for years to come. With the Northwest being so strong, there will be plenty of bids to nationals for this region. Let's see if the Sun Dodgers can hold on to it this year. Another Northwest team takes the 18 spot with British Columbia Thunderbirds. UBC claimed the 5th and final bid to nationals in the Northwest region. Rex Ewan and Justin Podnar were one of the best duos at nationals last year, and with both of them returning, UBC is poised to claim a bid for the Northwest. Just like everyone else in this region, they will need to earn it come regionals. Texas Tough claims my 17 spot. Xavier Fuzat is supposedly returning for Tough, and if that's the case, he is immediately one of the best players in the nation, as a second-team All-American player last year. Owen Johnson is a promising rookie who has experience playing on a top club team in double wide. If any of Aaron Barcio, Jake Worthington, or Owen Smith are returning, this team should be strong enough to claim a strength bid for the South Central region. The team coming in at number 16 is one I could easily see moving up quickly, and that is Utah's Zion Curtain. Their trio of Grayson Rexburg, Oscar Brown, and Will Selfridge is one of the best young cores in the nation. They are all third years, I believe, making this team have at least 2 more years of threatening contention. Utah is a hotbed for Ultimate, and if they could pick up a few more players, this team can sneakily reach semis if the pieces align. BYU Kai gets their honorary spot here at number 15. This team is always hard to assess as they are not allowed to play on Sundays due to school policies. This means we never see them at nationals or the biggest stages of tournaments they attend. This team is destined to be pretty good, regardless of who they have. They should still have Simon Dackstrup, and if Chad Jorgensen is still there, this team will easily be a bracket contender at nationals if they were to ever go. At number 14, I have a team that may fluctuate a lot in the rankings with Michigan Magnum. From what I've heard, second team All-American in 2025, Aaron Bartlett is returning to the team, posing as a contender for the Player of the Year. Along with second year Philip Isev, this team should be able to make their way through an easy Great Lakes region and head back to nationals. My biggest concern is whether Aaron Bartlett can stay healthy. He seemed to be injured a ton last year. If he is out, this team will fall in the ranks, but if he's playing at his fullest capacity, this team has serious upside. Number 13 is Pittsburgh and Saba Nur, a team that used to be a lock for nationals, missed it in 2025. There is a new wave of Pitt coming in, having one of the stronger rookie classes in the country. Along with third years Micah Davis and Julius Clyburn, this team is looking to head back to nationals in 2026. They don't need to claim a strength bid, but they would certainly like one, as they no longer seem to be the top dog in the region. The UC Santa Cruz Slugs come in at number 12. They will be returning Toby Warren, Cole Myers, Milan Moslehi, and more, making them a threat to be the best team in the Southwest region. After a disappointing result at Nationals in 2025, this team will have the fire under them. This is the year to prove themselves and show that they are no fluke of a team. Vermont Chill is in at number 11. Declan Kervick looks to return as one of the stronger players in the New England region. Vermont is another hotbed for Youth Ultimate, which brings in a promising rookie class led by Walter Hips, who isn't even from Vermont. The New England region should be a tough region, but Vermont is a slight step ahead in my book compared to other teams. Cracking the top 10 is Georgia Tech Tribe. This team is pretty well known, being led by Adam and Sam Grossberg. This team is more than those two, as they still have Nikos Verlinden, who played for Chain in 2024, and a promising rookie class headlined by Stefan McCall, who was on the U20 national mixed team for the United States in 2024. With Georgia falling down the ranks, this should finally be the year that everything clicks for Georgia Tech, likely going to nationals for the first time since 2012. 2024 runner-ups Cal Poly Slow Core comes in at number 9. I believe Anton Orm and Alex Nelson are coming back, which is 2/3 of their elite trio. Last year, Kyle Liu filled Calvin Brown's shoes. Who is going to fill Kyle Liu's shoes on their O-line? Max Gade is one of the best defenders in the nation, but I wonder if he will need to play more offense to keep this team at the level they'd like to be at. This team is still good, but I don't think they're at the same level as their 2024 or 2025 selves. The team at number 8 has a few questions for me. The Oregon State Beavers, is Felix Morin or Ben Thonis coming back? If they both are, this team will be lethal. If neither are, this team will still be very strong, but a step below my initial thoughts. Callahan Bosworth and CJ Kaepernick are good enough to lead this deep team, but having Morin and Thonis will bolster them back to the bracket at nationals. A team on a massive rise the past few years is Penn State Spank, and they come in at number 7. They went from a decent team to a quarterfinalist in just a few years. This is a team that doesn't necessarily have a star player, but more of a strong unit of a team. Spank is returning a lot of their roster, including Logan Piercy, Doug Hoyer, Michael Maroon, Ethan Pigeon, and more. This team has a promising rookie class coming in, making them a big threat next year and for many years to come. I don't think they are in that semifinal or national contender tier yet, but this team can easily prove me wrong. One of the biggest surprises from last season was Western Washington Dirt and their emergence to the quarterfinals. First team All-American Elijah Diamond is returning for one more year with this team. Along with Cedar Hines and Zoli Ichikawa Zazabo, this team will easily be one of the most entertaining teams to watch. Your team runs through those three guys, and it was successful last year. I have high hopes for this team, and I think they can one-up their stellar performance from last year. Perhaps this team's lowest ranking in years, coming in at number 5, is UNC Darkside. This team fits oh so well in the 5 spot for me. They don't crack that top tier yet, but feel better than every single team behind them. This team is returning Grayson Trowbridge, Josh Singleton, Eli and Seth Freed, Matt Barcelos, and they're adding Matthew Nightingale from UNC Charlotte, meaning this team primarily lost Ben Dameron and Kevin Pignon. If this team has any strong rookies, they may crack that top tier. Regardless, this team isn't going away just yet. They should be a lock for the bracket and can easily make a run to semis or even the championship. When making the power rankings, the first 4 teams were easy to list. The order of them was the challenge. It feels as if they are the clear 4 best teams in the nation, and there is no true way to rank them 1 through 4. Either way, I'll try my best. At number 4, I have UMass Zudisk. I have this team at 4 because I believe that the top 3 teams' best players are better than Zudisk's best player. That's saying a lot, since Zudisk's best player this season can be any of Wyatt Kellman, Gavin Abrahamson, or Ethan Lehman. Mason Stone and Rowan Dunkerley were rookies last year who played meaningful points for this team. This team is also picking up 2 Rookie of the Year contenders in Samuel McCrory and Cameron Levine. Zudisk is a deep squad that clearly deserves to be in the top 4. 2025 runner-up Colorado Mama Bird come in at number 3. They are returning most of their roster, including Tobias Brooks, Ryan Shigley, Zeke Thorson, Tucker Kalmus, Nandaman Fink, and Elliot Hawkins. They are another deep team led by a player who has the case to be the best player in the nation, Tobias Brooks. Not only do they have one of the best players in the division, they have last year's second Defensive Player of the Year runner-up in Sam Kilgore. Kilgore broke onto the scene last year by playing immaculate defense on teams' best players, including Ben Dameron and Declan Miller. Mama Bird is priming up for this to be their season, with a lot of their core entering their 4th year on the team. The window is as open as it gets. Yes, Oregon Ego lost to Mama Bird in the semis last year, but I still like this Ego squad more than Mama Bird. I believe Oregon is losing only one of their starters from last year. This team has a plethora of players playing impactful roles on the best club teams in the nation, led by Micah Glass, Raekwon Adkins, Aaron Kaplan, and Max Massey. Last year, I don't think things ever fully clicked for this team. If they can have things click, this team is the best team in the nation. It is simply too unpredictable to know when this team will click. At this point, number 1 should be no surprise. 1, because they are last year's champion and returning most of their roster. 2, because if you're at this point of the video, you're a sicko, so this comes to no surprise. Carlton Cutt is taking the number 1 spot. They returned the 2025 Player of the Year, Declan Miller. Their O-line was comprised of 4 rookies typically. They're only getting better. They have yet another stellar rookie class. This team deserves the number 1 spot at this moment. Unlike Oregon, this team was able to click at all times during the season. I thought it was a fluke to start and they would come back down to earth. Nope. This team was the best team in 2025 and are the best team heading into 2026. This wraps up my way too early college power rankings. These rankings are flexible, and I'm still learning the college game. If you have information on teams and reasons why they should move up or down, let me know so I can be aware of it. Regardless, this college season looks great. There isn't a clear-cut favorite, like Darkside has been in recent years, and the number of teams reasonably competing to go to nationals is constantly rising. I'm hoping to have power rankings throughout the season, as well as more college videos. If there's anything you would like to see, let me know in the comments and I can try to make it happen. I will trust and respect your words if you are somehow listening this far into the video. Go celebrate your day.